Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and we're one step closer to getting this garden done. I came out here and weeded it yesterday, but the topic of this video is saving and making money. So I'll start out with man, I was going to get a chair and I forgot to get the daggum chair. Okay, so some people aren't interested in the DIY part of everyday living, and some people are. Some people are interested in it but don't want to take forth the effort. For example, you're living wherever you're living and you're driving down the road and it is springtime. People are just starting to mow their grass and get everything all prettied up, and you see a lawnmower in the trash that somebody just couldn't get run in, or they were tired of messing with it. That right there, folks, is a perfect example. That is a DIY saving money, making money right there off the bat. I'm not telling y'all to be trash diggers or garbage diggers like me, but if I see a lawnmower on the side of the road that somebody threw away, I definitely stop and pick it up, because there's a 99% chance that the only thing wrong with that lawnmower is it has a dirty carburetor. The other 1% is usually the broken pull rope or something. And like this generator here, when we had Harvey come through here, this generator had water all the way up to there. This thing was underwater, and anybody else would have chalked it up as a loss, took it to the curb, and that was it. But I cannot afford to buy another generator. So I drained the oil by pulling that little plug right there. And I took the gas tank off of it, which is this black thing here, and dumped it all out. And I took this cover off right there. And behind that cover is the carburetor. Now you can get online and type in, as you can see, it says Briggs and Stratton. And over here on that little plate, it has the serial number, the model number, and all that stuff. And that's all you need. You can actually go to Amazon and type in your brand of whatever it is you want to fix and the model number. If you have like for instance, this thing had water all in the engine, and so I took the spark plug out again. I'll get back to what I was telling y'all. And I got all the water out of the engine. Changed the oil 2 or 3 times. Took the carburetor completely off. Went to the auto parts store and bought carburetor cleaner and a spray can, and cleaned the carburetor up really good. Put it all back together, and it cranked on one pull. Now I let it run for several hours before I tried to plug anything into it to make sure that all the insides were dry. And it is working great. This is a 5250 Briggs and Stratton energy power generator. And so a new generator cost, they can cost thousands of dollars. That one there did not. I think it was $700, $700 or $800. I can't remember exactly, but we had it. I think we've had it over 10 years. Oh, I was also suggested to do more videos with my face in them, so I'm talking to y'all. So anyway, here you go. I need one of those things that hold it, because right now my arm is extended out, and your arm gets tired of holding the, even though it's a little bitty featherweight phone, extending your arm out walking around gets old at times. But anyway, also, if you find a lawnmower in the trash or a generator somebody wants to sell on Marketplace or Craigslist for $50 because they can't get it running, you can go to the model number and the make of that lawnmower or generator and buy a rebuild kit for the carburetor. You can rebuild it, and I'll tell you what, you're in your mind, you're saying right now, rebuild it. Yes. So once you get your parts in the rebuild kit, go back to YouTube and type in Briggs & Stratton model number 787 carburetor rebuild, and they will step by step you how to rebuild that carburetor. Super simple. It ain't like the old carburetors they had back in the 60s and 70s. These carburetors here are super simple. They're primarily all plastic anyway. And so you say to yourself, well, I've picked this lawnmower up that somebody threw out, and I fixed it and I have it running, and it's running like a top. But I already have a lawnmower. I already have a lawnmower that I really like. So what am I going to do with this one? So say you put an hour's worth of your time into this lawnmower, and you put usually carburetor rebuild kits are only like $6, $7, $8, $9, something like that. So say you have an hour of your time, a carburetor rebuild kit with $7 or $8, or you just clean the carburetor out. That's another thing. You don't always have to buy a rebuild kit. Just taking it off and getting that carburetor cleaner and cleaning it out will do it. Sometimes a can of carburetor cleaner is a couple of bucks. AutoZone or O'Reilly's or even Walmart has it. So now you have this lawnmower. That, in any place I've ever been, a good used lawnmower that runs, cranks up and mows, is worth $50. Now, depending on if it's a big wheel lawnmower, it's got the small wheel on the front and the big wheel in the back, that's $75. If it's a self-propelled lawnmower and it works and runs and drives and everything works just fine on it, that's almost $100 right there you just put in your pocket. So this is also, if y'all want me to do a video of how to fix an old lawnmower, I picked up one in the trash a couple of, well, the beginning of the summer. I haven't done anything with it, but I already know what's wrong with it because I actually cranked it up and it ran, so I know it just needs the carburetor cleaned. If y'all want me to do a video on that, just let me know and I will do that. For all the new subscribers that are coming onto my channel, I want y'all to know that this isn't just a channel of the same old everyday stuff. I have different stuff on my channel just about every time. It's always something different. And the description is down there is on my main page. It says this is going to be a roller coaster ride, and it truly has been. We do the gardening, canning, cooking, pickling, gun shooting, exploring, meeting new friends, all kinds of stuff on this channel. So that for you new subscribers, here you go. The DIY part of it is a lot of us was in the beginning is a gardening. Now I'm going to get back into that. People want to know how to do gardening, how to do raised beds. I want to show y'all something else. I wanted this video to mainly be about saving money and making money. Well, there you go. I just told you how to save some money and make some money. Fix stuff yourself. If you have something that's broken and you're not quite sure about it, YouTube it. Utilize YouTube on whatever it is that's broken that you need fixed. Some things are unrepairable. That being said, You have to use your best judgment on that. If you run over your lawnmower with your pickup truck and it's in 1,000 pieces, probably more than likely it is unfixable. That being said, there are parts on that lawnmower you can still use even if you run over it with your truck. Alright, let me show y'all another way to save money. A lot of time when your county is digging ditches in your area, if you live in the country, I'm not too sure about the cities, or what have you, you can ask the county workers to bring the loads of dirt to your yard, and 90% of the time they will, unless they already have other yards that they have to fulfill. All of this yard right here, all of this right in here, and a lot over here is dirt from the ditches that the county dug out. And I just simply ask them, hey, can I have that dirt? And they'll say yeah. So that is free dirt. They don't charge you for it. You're a taxpayer, you pay for that dirt already, so they don't mind giving it out. But take in mind that a lot of people are asking for that dirt, so you may or may not get it every time. Okay, raised beds. Raised beds can be very expensive unless you get on Craigslist or Marketplace Facebook. Some of y'all don't know what that is. Some of y'all know what Craigslist is. And look up free fence pickets. That's what this wood is here. Wooden fence pickets. Every bit of it. Even the boards I drove into the ground are the 2x4s that held the fence pickets. I just cut them short and put an angle on them where they'll drive them in the ground. That right there saved us a ton of money for this raised bed. Mind you, it's cost a lot of money to fill it with the dirt that we used, but there's a reason for that too. Hard to grow a garden in this soil in East Texas. Southeast Texas is extremely hard. Another part of saving money on raised beds is landscape timbers. That raised bed in there is made out of landscape timbers, and they are cheap, $2 or $3 a piece, and you can put them together. I don't have them tied together or anything. I just have them just stuck in there with a spike through them to hold them steady. Another thing is people in wheelchairs, or if you are back problems or something, swimming pool gardens. So we got these spools for free. A lot of times you can find them online, and we should have painted them because I did not know they were going to rot this quick. They're not even been here a year, and the boards are starting to rot on them. So we should have painted them all up. The swimming pools are from the dollar store, just a few bucks a piece. Filled them with dirt, and they are excellent for growing. I was very, very surprised. Everything that we grew in these gardens we harvested, except for squash. We have tried squash in the ground, we have tried squash in the pools, we have tried squash everywhere, and we'll get 1 or 2 squash off of them, and that is it. But all our peppers are still growing. Y'all remember when we planted these things in the spring this last spring? Everything is still growing. And we just add a little bit of fertilizer every now and then, and we still have all like bell peppers, jalapenos, all kinds of peppers. Also old tires. You can paint up an old tire and use it as a planter. Anybody on here that's ever watched Mr. Tom in Deep South Bama knows he uses old tire planters. This is, believe it or not, this is old fence pickets again. Right here, saving money. And look how tall. I am 6 foot, almost 6'1". And look how tall these plants, okra plants, are. Now okra, these okra plants are taller than I am. Look at that pretty okra flower. And we just planted them in here. We also planted corn on that side, and we did really good with our corn. Another thing that you can save money at, you'll see a lot of times people will throw away pots. Get the pots, or if you have old pots, or you can buy old pots at the dollar store or something, Walmart, and you can plant in the pots. And over there I have habaneros, which are extremely hot peppers. And over here I have ghost chilies. And they're still doing good. I have harvested a lot of peppers out of pots. Also, herbs and spices. This is, you can tell, his is rosemary. And I love the smell of it. That there is, I think she says, it's an herb. Oregano, I think. Oh, it smells so good. And then everybody knows basil. Basil also smells good. And another good thing about basil, when these little deals pop up on here, these things are full of seeds. So when that basil, these things start to turn brown, I'll take them off and I'll have thousands and thousands of seeds, and they just grow. You see all the baby plants growing next to it where the seeds have just fallen off, and they just start taking off again. So, doing it yourself, saving a little money. Stop sending your stuff to the shop because it won't start or it breaks down. Look it up, fix it yourself, because these shops will absolutely rape you in price gouging with something that probably took them 4 or 5 minutes to fix and charge you several $100s. Stop doing that, guys. Unless you can afford to do it and you don't mind spending the money and you have the money to spend, then go right ahead. I do not. I am not rich and I'm not wealthy. I'm just mediocre. Another thing, for my new people, some of the old ones have already seen this. I did a hand dug this water well. I've always wanted a hand pump water well, all the years we lived out here, and it was extremely easy using this little tool right here. You can get it off Amazon. It's an auger. This is a 6-inch one, and it's a T-handle auger, and you can just start digging a hole and you can go down however many feet. I went down 25 feet on this hand water well, and we will always uno momento por favor, we have technical difficulties. Okay, when you put one of these hand wells in, you have to prime it every once in a while. I have not used this hand well in a week or so. So what you do is you get some water and you just pour it in this little deal here, and you start pumping, and water comes up. Now, grant you, the water does not look clean, but I have not pumped that much water out of it to get it clean yet. I just pump it every once in a while, and we use it for the garden. That being said, water is also a life source. So by filtering it, boiling it, whatever, I'll always have water to drink. When our community well goes down, we will always have water. But that cost me more than it should have, because the first time, if you'll see in my videos, I bought the pipe that you drive into the ground. Alright, sorry about that. I was interrupted. But anyway, the first pipe we drove into the ground cost several $100s. It bent and ruined. And that's when I decided to hand dig it. And hand digging it with the pipe and everything cost less than $100. So we should have went that route. Chickens are all doing good. Feisty as ever. That one chicken over there looks like a red-tailed hawk. Now, I still don't have any roosters that are crowing yet. I'm surprised, because this one here is absolutely a rooster. The black one right there. But he has not started crowing yet. He should be pretty soon. Anyway, guys, sorry about the lengthy video. I'm going to try to do one tomorrow where we do a, there's a guy that's a friend of mine who's a reenactor. He's played in a movie called The Alamo, and I guess he maybe helped direct that movie. And he's also a survivalist. And he has a lot of knowledge, and I sent him a message this morning to see if we could get together this weekend and do a video. So hopefully that's something we can do tomorrow. But y'all take it easy. Tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know what tomorrow brings. Y'all take it easy, guys.